Je disais tout à l'heure que je suis Madame Mobali Matondo, attachée d'ambassade.
This is Mrs. Mobali Mutondo.
Attachée d'ambassade.
She's the representative of the Congolese embassy, our Congolese embassy here in Washington, D.C.
Je m'en vais ici vous transmettre les salutations patriotiques.
She's here to transmit the patriotic salutations
de toute l'ambassade ici représentée.
From the entire embassy here represented.
Et particulièrement celle de l'ambassadeur, son Excellence Madame Matseibo Lomba.
Especially from Her Excellency, the Ambassador Madame Matseibo Longumba.
Exact. Après cette étape de remerciements et de compliments, je voudrais bien, si vous le permettez, vous présenter brièvement ce que l'ambassade fait ici aux États-Unis.
After the round of thanks, she would like to introduce what the embassy currently does here in Washington, D.C.
Alors, nous sommes une mission diplomatique de la RDC installée aux États-Unis.
It's a diplomatic mission installed here in the United States.
Et nous avons vocation d'opérer dans le bilatéral entre ces deux pays.
And so their vocation is to focus on the bilateral relationship between the United States and Congo.
Et je pense que l'organisation a pris le soin d'avoir toutes les informations relatives au contact, le numéro de téléphone, les sites web. En cas de besoin, vous pouvez nous contacter. Nous sommes là pour vous.
And if you have any further questions on how to contact, who to reach from the Congolese embassy, Biso Nabiso has that information available to you. Now she'll briefly talk about her career and how she got here.
Voilà, je suis fonctionnaire de l'État de la République démocratique du Congo.
She is a civil worker of the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Et donc, j'ai commencé ma carrière d'abord dans un secteur privé avec les ONG. J'ai travaillé dans l'accompagnement de prisons et ensuite dans la salubrité de la ville de Kinshasa.
So first she started in the private sector where she was working avec.
De là, j'ai été détachée ici à l'ambassade. Et je suis vraiment en train de faire mes premiers pas.
And from there, she is now working in the embassy in Washington, D.C., where she's taking her first steps.
Au nom de toute l'équipe de l'ambassade, je me permets de véhiculer une pensée.
She thanks you all for allowing her to share her piece, on behalf of the embassy.
Une pensée de Madame Mariam Williamson.
Madam Ambassador has us in her thoughts.
Cette pensée nous dit qui suis-je?
And these thoughts are asking
qui suis-je?
Who am I?
Pour oser penser être intelligente, dynamique.
And so the thought question is asking, who am I to be strong, to be dynamic, to be self-assured?
Et elle s'est conclue en disant, qui suis-je pour ne pas l'être?
And she concluded by saying, who am I to not be those things?
Et je pense que le forum d'aujourd'hui est interpellateur pour toutes les femmes congolaises et prise du sens de patriotisme et celles qui veulent apporter quelque chose de grand pour qu'on puisse ensemble lever l'étendard de notre patrie.
And so today's forum is a calling for any and all Congolese women who are up to the challenge to rise up to the occasion and partake.
Je vous remercie.
And she thanks you all, and thank you for bearing with me.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aurélie Bibentio. I am a Congolese fashion designer based in Goma. I was born in Goma. I grew up in Goma. I came to the US in 2010. I relocated back to Goma in 2020. I'm just here for a few things. I'm actually going back to Goma next month. And I want to thank Liz for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today about what has been happening in Goma as a result of the rebels' occupation, which has caused a huge number of displaced people in Goma. Right now, the UN has reported 6.9 million people who are displaced in Goma. And everyone is trying to do the best that they can to help. I'm here actually before you today as an ambassador of a nonprofit called Neighbor. So Neighbor, we focuses on have children in Goma get access to education. And one of our members visited the camp of Bulengo in Goma. And from that camp, we came up with 2 project ideas that I would like to talk to you about today. And if there's anything can help us with to accomplish what we mean to accomplish with these two projects, it will be appreciated tremendously. So the first project is about expanding the number of children who can attend the temporary classes that are already in the camp. So we want to add at least 100 children who can go to those classes so they can learn, they can have a sense of normalcy regardless of the situation they're currently living in. And the budget for this one is $1,830. This money will help us to get all the things that the kids will need, like blackboards, chalk, notebooks, pen, everything that they will need to get to the classes. And the second project is about sewing training center. We're going to partner with orphanage, Nana Beam orphanage that we usually work with. So this one, it will help the single mothers, not only in the camp, but also in the community, so they can have, they can be financially independent. That's really the goal. They can learn from the skills and hopefully get a job from what they will learn. And the budget for this one is $4,305. So you guys, can you smile? I'm talking money. Everybody's just frowning. Come on. Anyway, so the total of project is $6,135. So these 2 projects is actually just about improving what is already there. We're just trying to make it a little bit better. So I'm inviting you today to join us. If you can help us with anything, there is my 2 my QR codes there where you can scan with my Venmo and my Cash App. But also Liz has prepared to us bags that we'll take home. And in those bags, there are my business card. If you are donating and you want to stay in touch on what has been happening or what we're going to do, please feel free to reach out to me. So yeah, that's all I had to share with you today. And if you want to come to Goma one day, I'm your girl. Like I say, my business card is in the bag. You can reach out to me. Liz can tell Goma is a beautiful place. Sylvie can tell. She's also from there. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. First, I would like to say thank you to Liz for having me back here to be a part of Biso na Biso. It's been a pleasure. My name is Pesy Therese. I'm based in New York City. Before being a part of Change Your World, I was a full-time model, still am. Okay. Background story about myself. I have my own nonprofit called For the Youth Foundation based in New York City, but specifically Rockaway Beach. With my organization, we teach underprivileged children Montessori style, nutrition, wellness, and education. I'm also on the board of a nonprofit called the Safe Space Mentor, also in New York City, where we work, we provide resources, mental health resources, create safe spaces for young women of color who lack mental health resources in their neighborhood through luxury retreats. All our retreats are paid for. You just have to bring yourself, your problems, your issue, whatever you're going through, and we create a safe space for everyone to kind of share. We also provide therapy and other resources outside of our organization. But before we get into Change Your World, I would like to have Miss Sarah, she's the founder of Change Your World, to talk a little bit about herself and how she came about.
Thank you, Pesy. I think we can say, we want to say Mbote na biso, because it's biso na biso. Ok, donc c'est un plaisir pour moi d'être parmi nous, entre Congolais et Congolaises. Ce que j'ai retenu de cette rencontre, c'est la partie notre futur. Je viens de la RDC, contrairement à ma sœur, pardon, je viens d'oublier le nom qui venait juste de présenter avant moi. Pour ma petite histoire, je suis congolaise, je suis née à Goma, je suis d'origine kassaïenne. je connais la guerre parce que je suis née quand ça a commencé. Donc, je connais vraiment une bonne vie, une vie stable, moyenne et une vie pauvre. Et j'ai senti cette douleur des enfants abandonnés.
Not even a glimpse of what she sees, and then what I see from here in the US. It kind of almost makes you feel guilty for being born over there, but having, an amazing life over here. I don't know if you were paying attention to the video. There was an older woman who was speaking, and she was holding a little girl. The little girl has since passed away from lack of food, which is, it's just like, right? You can't really, I don't know how many people are parents, but I'm a parent and I have 2 daughters. Just to go to the process of a child dying because they don't have access to water or to food is something that you can't fathom. So it's a lot. But that's why we're here, to make a change, to put our foot down and say enough is enough. This is our world. This is everyone's world. And some ways that we have come together since I've been on board as Director of Affairs and Partnerships in New York is through project-based fundings. We have 2 projects currently in effect. One project is a short-term project and one project is a long-term project throughout the whole entire year.
Il suffit de voir, comprendre et être touché pour faire une action. Donc, nous avons besoin de tout le monde.
We are in need of $6,000 to be able to rehabilitate some of the children that were affected by the recent bombing. We have a Cash App system set up. If you guys can go to the next page, I think, where if you scan the barcode, you'll be able to send money directly to the organization in Goma to be used to distribute to children, housing, food, water, clothing. Sarah will be here for also a couple more weeks in the US. So if you have any resources that you would like, to connect her with, whether it's here in New York, whether it's in Goma, our contact information is at the last slide. Our long-term project, which is the next page, is Project 24 Containers. And the goal of this project is to fill 24 containers with essential items ranging from cleaning products to clothing to bags to school materials. The goal is to fill 24 containers with all those products to be able to ship back to the DRC to go to the kids directly in Goma. And this project will span the whole entire year of 2024, hence 24 containers. So with this project, we are in need of sponsors, donors, volunteers, partners, pretty much anyone who has resources to be able to provide storage to storage the project, to be able to provide shippings to ship the product from here, the US, to Africa. Security is a big issue as well when we're transporting goods like this. And another way you can support us is by shopping through our Amazon link, where you will find you'll find everything that we're asking for to fill these containers up, and just also sharing with everyone as well.